You are now watching BlokClub TV.
Alright, so we gonna bring up y'all first feature for the night, right? This is one of your okay. Let me tell y'all about it, my truth. So I'm upholding things, you know what I'm saying? I do all that, but I will come tap you on your shoulder when y'all not respecting the mic. If he like, hey, that's it. Be quiet, come tap. You know what I'm saying? I just, want to be friendly a little bit, little tap. But you know what I'm saying? We trying to give you your, give you energy. So, oh baby, beat makers in the building. Shut y'all. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so. Yeah, like I was saying, I want to give y'all as much energy as I can, so I need y'all to give it back, but I need y'all to pay attention too. Is that cool with y'all? Yeah! Alright, so we about to bring up the first feature for the night. So this brother has been doing this thing for like 20 plus years. One of the coolest brothers you will ever see. Like everything he do is smooth as hell. Like, man, you know what I'm saying, baby? I just was driving down the street and a bus rolled over me. I'm like, baby, my leg is broken. It is in 7 different places, but it's not right, baby. We're gonna go do this open mic and Strictly for the Listeners. If y'all know where Strictly for the Listeners is, 10338 South Western, y'all know who I'm talking about, but I ain't said his name yet. He bringing up a lot of, up and coming poets in the community, mentoring, Ace Tech, I think it is, yep. Ace Tech, he doing that thing, mentoring program. He is one of the kings of poetry, doing this thing 20 plus years, one of the kings of poetry, 10 plus albums out here. Some of us trying to get that first one out. He been out here grinding so long, he got 10. 10, damn it, I said 10. That's a spitting sensation, okay? So I want y'all. What? 14? 15 April 19th would be what? Your birthday. Kings of Poetry. You need this? This mic? You want to switch it? We was trying to be surprising, Black guys.
I know.
You don't know how to do the cues? I know I ain't toy, but we still got cues around here.
I think I was too far away.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I was too far away.
We know how to swap these mics out real fast.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So since y'all know who it is, y'all give me as much energy as y'all can for my mentor, King of Poetry, Blaq.
Let's do this, Chicago. Put those hands together right here. I'm bringing out a new genre of music. It's called Spoken House. First y'all ever heard, we gonna do it like this. Check it out. Come on. Rock your body, move your body, feel your body, move your body, rock your body. Spoken House, y'all. Turn me down just a little bit. Check this out. I'm taking it back to where we all started. The house that Jack built. Steve Silk and Farley. When the party didn't get to the early morn, and at midnight we just got born. When your favorite track came on, you lost your mind. Time stood still, you can feel the vibe. Burning hot, the bass hit that spot. Music bumping the whole block. Cops asking us to turn it down. While we drowned in the sound of the party. And the groove so smooth, you couldn't do nothing but rock your body, move your body, feel your body, move your body, rock your body. Yeah, you just gotta stand in the sweet spot. Let's see. Okay, now put that up to your mouth. Yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. All right, let's do it. Mocha, go ahead. Toy. This testimony right here I want to share with you all tonight is the reason why my drive is the way my drive is tonight. September the 3rd, 2008, for those of you all who know my story, know that I lost my son at 15 years old to cancer. And so as a young man to a father of a teen, I feel like it's my responsibility and my duty to go out there and reach out to other teens who I can make a difference in their life. A lot of teens in our community don't have fathers. So as men, It's our duty and our responsibility to be fathers to the fatherless. What y'all think about that, Chicago? So I want to share a testimony piece with you all tonight. It's called EGO. Everybody say EGO. EGO. It's an acronym that stands for easing God out.
Soon it will be done. The trouble of this world. The trouble of this world. The trouble of this world. Oh, soon it will be done.
Y'all know the song.
The trouble of this world. I'm going home to live with my gal.
Hey God, where you at? I've been looking for you. Seems like you've been avoiding me or something. And I've been searching for you for years with no answer, just anticipation. And I've been going through this transformation, but every time I call on you, God, it's like I get put on hold. And they say that you hear all and that you see all, but seems like you ain't never available, God, when I call.
Come on.
See, Trina, I remember it was January 91. I had just left Simeon's Martin Luther King ceremony speaking. I wasn't feeling too well that day. Little did I know that all the while, my appendix had been leaking. And where were you, God? Just when I thought nowhere to be found. And if it wasn't for my son's mother convincing me to go to St. Bernard's that night, Black Ice wouldn't be here at the Holiday Inn right now. And where were you at, God, that morning when I went to work and when I got to 123rd and Kedzie, right by the cemetery, this lady ran the light. The last thing I saw 411 was headlights. A 3-car collision that damn near took my life, but where were you, God? And where were you at, God, when my mother was stricken with cervical cancer? She's been going to the Kingdom Hall, serving him since before I was born, and we both called on you and you still didn't answer. Come on, God, this is my mother. Tell me, is this how you treat all your sons and your daughters? And where were you at, God, that day my son died? I sat there at the University of Chicago and I watched him come back twice. You could have intervened. You could have saved his life, but where were you, God? Where were you?
To live with my gal.
Sometimes we just gotta ask God questions. God, why am I going through this? Why are you putting me through this, God?
The trouble of this.
And he'll tell you, son, I want you to go through what you're going through so you can get to where I want you to be.
Come on now. The trouble of this world. Oh,
Soon it'll be done.
The trouble of this world. I'm going home to live with God.
And this is what God told me. He said, okay, son, I heard enough. Now I know that times for you have been rough, but son, where's your faith? Seems like you only seek my face when you need me, for I am a full-time God, my son. Do you really believe in me? Well, if so, then you would know that I am the creator of the universe. All that you see from the highest heights of heaven to what you have discovered beneath the earth. See, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God of Moses, Lot, and David. I am the one who made Solomon wise. I put Noah in the ark before the waters could rise. I gave Samson the strength to destroy the Philistines with no eyes. I am that smooth stone that David slung that smote Goliath in the head. The cracks that crumble the walls of Jericho. The same one that rose Lazarus from the dead. I am the blood of the lamb of the doorpost that kept the children of Israel safe from harm. Even the staff in Moses' right arm. And I gave the power to split the Red Sea in half, so I go on. Please forgive me, Father. He said, no, son, I already have. But see, like Jonah, you've been running from your mission. I've been trying to reach you and speak to you for years, but your ego just wouldn't let you listen. When your appendix was spreading poison through your body, I was the voice that spake to your son's mother warning you. And do you remember what you promised me, my son? Yes, Lord, I do. I promise you that if you allowed me to make it through, then I would turn my life over to you. But what did you do? You continued to play. So I spoke to you again in the form of a 3-car collision, but I allowed you to walk away that day. And have you ever asked yourself the question why the accident was by a gravesite? I was showing you that the road that you were traveling on ended at the cemetery if you didn't change your life. But you still didn't listen. And as for your mother's cervical cancer, I am the reason why your mother's cancer is in remission. And I know your son's gone. But his body was sick, so I relieved him of his pain and I called him home. And yet and still I stayed by your side all those moments that you felt alone, yet you still rejected my truth. If you only could have put your ego to the side and listened to all those whom I sent to you. Lord, you mean to tell me what all the while I was waiting to hear from you? You were sending me messages through all those whom I rejected? Yes, my son, this is true. And instead of focusing on the guides, submit to the truth that you find inside. For Satan is the one who subtracts and divides, but I am the one who adds and multiplies. I'm telling y'all, he opened my eyes. And so to those of you who can't accept the truth, because your ego won't allow you to accept who the truth is coming through, take this as a lesson. Because see, God just ain't using these pastors today, because asking some of these pastors questions is just like asking blind men for directions. But it's the truth that counts. And see, Chicago, in this case, my ego just wasn't my ego, but my ego was easing God out. Come on, man. No more crying, y'all.
No more weeping and wailing. No more.
Come on, girl.
Soon it will be done. The trouble of this world.
You're going through something right now.
I'm going home.
But that's just right now. Just hold on. God got you.
Y'all give it up one more time for King of Poetry, Blaq Ice.
Got people out there crying.
Yeah, the doors of the church is open. The doors of the church is open by candidates of baptism. Millennial Christian experience, doors is open. Nick and Geronimo gonna be passing the plate around in a second. But truth, testimony. Truth is the best poetry. When it's your personal story, when you can relate to it, and then you can make somebody else relate to it. It ain't always about lyricism. It ain't always about the most creative wordplay. It's about touching somebody. And that piece touched almost everybody in this room. Y'all give it up one more time. Turn the mic off for me. What can I say? Poetry heals, right? Poetry heals, right? That's why every story can be heard and every voice will be respected at the talented 10th. Y'all give it up one more time.